Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday. Barely made it for the Friday stream, but we are here, and so is Bitcoin. Charts are looking quite delicious. Heading into a normal weekend. Be a fun time. Sound off in the chat. Smash the like button. And let's get ready to DCA. Currently eating delicious cookies from the Mexican store. Whoa! Alright, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Beautiful day today. Beautiful charts today. Beautiful me today. How's everyone doing? Dixie said, OMG, dong stays hard. Smash the like. Hi, JJ. What's going on, Dixie? Tom Soxcoat said, yo. Dave said smash. Appreciate it, Dave. Dremmer is upside down today. He said, I fully thought it was a video, not a live. Ooh. Dang. Am I dark? I feel like I'm dark. Is that better? Maybe I'm like orange. Am I too orange? There we go. Yeah, I was too orange. That's what it is. Okay. This is the mix. This is the mix light. Okay. Speaking of dong, let's just go take a look. I'm really upset I ordered my my drink mix. And I thought it was arriving today, so I was about to go full Karen on Amazon, and I checked, and it's not. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow. So my Karen was completely unjustified, and I'm very upset about it. I haven't gone full Karen since I think Christmas time. Guys, we got a big dong candle on dong. Look at that bad boy. 42%. 42%. Whoa. If that's not a big dong, I don't know what is. Bitcoin getting a nice green candle at the moment. Currently trading at 117,821 and 22 cents. Gorgeous. Gorgeous price action. Let's get our liquidation heat map refreshed. I don't think we refreshed this yesterday. Go to symbol 12R. I appreciate you guys joining me this late. If you guys are in different time zones, so then maybe it's slightly not as late, but it's pretty late right now. It's 11:30 for me, so it's a spicy day. I mean, it's not late for me, but it's late for the people in my time zone that have normal sleep schedules. 116, 518. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Okay, and then we got, let me go, I guess, down to here. 115, 675. It seems like the market maker powers that be that do the weird trapping thing on the weekend aren't around right now. 118, 205. Tony Rosas said, what up, JJ? What's going on, Tony Rosas? How are you, my friend? 118, 879. Beautiful. So, we got our little range established for the weekend. Should be a fun time. Stuff's getting spicy, even on a random Friday evening, a miscellaneous Friday evening spice-a-thon, I think is what we're about to experience. Currently, my trading portfolio for the contest is up 130. It's not up 130. We're at $130. If you guys been following along, we've been stuck at like $105, $110 for like a solid month, and I finally had the cojones to open a proper position. Not only that, but there was a proper position available to open, and I took advantage, and here we are. $20 or so in profit. Very cool. Build Bitcoin holding the 236 retracement. Bitcoin's doing so good right now. My top estimate is 120. I'm pretty sure that's going to be embarrassingly low. And people are going to look back on this and be like, look at this idiot. I bet you he sold. Little do they know, I'm primarily invested in altcoins. So I was an idiot long before this estimate. Anyways, Bitcoin dominance continues to fall. Tried to recover. It did. It really did. I don't know if maybe it's setting up an inverse head and shoulders here, but for now, I'm going to be hopeful and say that it's over. And Bitcoin dominance is breaking down. I said that this 65% level being lost was going to be a big deal. It is so far. Obviously, we've pushed into a decent realm of potential alt season, but 64, a breakdown of 64, and then eventually 60 would get me truly excited. And as of right now, unfortunately, my brain doesn't want to do it, so I'm struggling a little bit. But tomorrow, we might have a daily close stream tomorrow. And in the meantime, I might take an edible and convince myself that it's okay for me to FOMO majority of my dry powder in the top right here. Because I still have dry powder to deploy, and we're still technically low on the altcoin index. Let's actually check that. Let's check CoinMarketCap's altcoin Altseason index. See where we're at. Ooh, look at that. Fear and Greed is at 69. Nice. Altcoin season index. It was at 30 yesterday. Today's at 29. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, it was at 28 yesterday. So maybe it's dynamic. Like it changes throughout the day. That's actually kind of cool. I mean, it has to if it's based on all this data. What the heck is M, and why is it up 991%? Holy cow. You know, I think Waterfly was the one who mentioned syrup, and that thing's just been ripping. Giovanni said I went to the trenches and bought $20 of Chad at 80K market cap. Nice. Tony Rosas said 137K is first take profit for me. You know what I did yesterday? I don't know if you guys noticed when I was talking about Epic Fail Guy, and I was really hesitant and like almost coy during that conversation. I was convinced because I looked at the chart and I was like, uh-oh, this says wrapped ETH. This says wrapped ETH. I definitely did not swap anything into wrapped ETH, but I purchased Epic Fail Guy. So I was like, I bet you I just sent my money into the abyss and I have no money anymore and it's just gone forever. And that is not the case. In fact, I'm not entirely sure how or why, or maybe I just found a Uniswap swap that allowed me to swap Epic Fail Guy and Ethereum versus wrapped Ethereum. But my purchase does show up on this chart when I put my address in. So I don't know. Maybe Ethereum is better and you can just swap ETH and it'll wrap it automatically or whatever. I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess. I thought I lost my money. I didn't lose my money. It's exciting. But we are negative now, which stinks. I figured out where my buy was. It's at 33.11. So let's see if this thing retires my bloodline, or at least a portion of it. Bitcoin 117, 815. Speaking of deck screener, let's check the watch list, see if there's anything exciting here. Butthole's up 50%, very nice. That's about the only one that's exciting right now. Let's go check it. Butthole! Dude, butthole ripping. Look at my buys at 0.05. We're currently sitting at 0.008. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn said, Happy Friday all. I opened TradingView and it proposed to me. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I opened TradingView and let me just show you guys. I opened TradingView to this. Just green. It was like, oh, crazy. Green. It's a pretty color. It really is. I like it. I thoroughly enjoy green. Oh, let's see. Tony Rosas said, it's COD rebirth time, sir. Just stop by to say what up and smash the like button. I appreciate that, Tony Rosas. Go play some COD, my friend. Me and my fiance just recently got Black Ops 2 on the PCs because, in my opinion, that is the best Call of Duty Zombies. And we're going to play, dude. It's going to be fun. We haven't played in forever because we used to play on PlayStation all the time, but it's not compatible with the newer system, so the PlayStation 3 shuts off. It's just a piece of junk. So now that we both have PCs, we can actually play good games that are old without having to worry about backwards compatibility, which is awesome. ETH is up 0.17% on the day since the daily close. What do you guys think? Should we do the daily close contest tomorrow? I'm gonna do a poll. All right, let's do a poll. If not tomorrow, then it will be Sunday, but it's gonna be up. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. ETH looking great. It's above our, what is that, turquoise trend line that goes pretty far back. This thing goes back to October 2023. So it's a pretty important trend line. And we are sitting above it, which is awesome. ETH was looking a little bit shaky there. There's people left and right saying ETH is dead. It's over for ETH. And I don't think that's the case. Whoever Sayer Smith is called for 31.75 by the end of June. They were incorrect, but let's see if they're correct for the end of July. We'll have to wait and see. Sol is up 0.39% on the day. Currently trading at 163.55, looking good. It's also sitting above the blue trend line, which we did go over yesterday. If you guys want me to go over it again, I can. This is the, so we had an inverse head and shoulders back here, which was trading in between these descending wedge, this falling wedge. This inverse head and shoulders broke out, retested, and then after rejecting off of the blue trend line, sent us to new all-time high. In which case, afterwards, we did break back down, reject, and continue down. And then we bounced off the bottom, broke out of the top, came back in, neckline support from that inverse head and shoulders, and we did a little fake out below, but this descending channel worked out really nicely. And then we just blasted up, man. We had resistance for a hot second, broke right through it, and now it looks like we're retesting. I don't know if it's going to be an overnight retest. We are on the weekend, so we got to remember that, but this might be it. It might send from here. If not, then maybe, you know, we'll chop. We could chop for a day. We'll see. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, if I'm around, I'll vote. Why you don't do it on the weekends? No. Yesterday, we had a cast party. Today, we had the actual play. They only did the cast party beforehand this time because of scheduling with everybody's whatever. It's community theater. And today was opening night. It was wonderful, wonderful play. Calendar Girls, highly recommend if you ever get a chance to see it. I cried a little bit. Brilliant actors on stage. Wonderful people. All super nice. We did a 50-50 raffle. It was a lot of fun. And tomorrow is closing night. But my fiance specifically told me that I can stay home. I didn't ask. I wasn't complaining or anything. I fully planned on not streaming tomorrow. You guys are aware. I've told you like 100 times. But she said, you should stay home and stream tomorrow. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Okay. Anyways, Sol looks great. We got some sell wicks, but we also got buy wicks. So we're kind of in limbo right now. People are indecisive as to whether or not they want to sell or buy. I'm sure people want to take profit, but how many times are you going to take profit in the same spot, you know? Sol's sitting here, same spot it's been sitting for months. Who wants to take profit here, you know? What kind of weenie is like, oh, I took profit literally the first day of the bull market? Okay, that sounds like a guy that I don't want to be. Total 3's up 1.24% on the day, looking good. Big, beautiful candles. A lot of volume right now. Giovanni said, congrats to your fiance. Yeah, she's killing it, dude. Like, the show was awesome. It was really good. They were concerned about ticket sales up until, I think, yesterday. Yesterday, out of nowhere, somebody bought a shit ton of tickets. So, it was packed, dude. It was packed. A lot of fun. Total 3. Heading towards 1 trillion, man. I think we're just gonna pop straight up there. I really do. We're getting into the point, and this is where you can tell that we're actually entering like alt-season bull market territory. When you can have like double-digit gains on every single altcoin, and then you open up a position along, you FOMO long, and you still close in profit within 24 hours. That's alt-season. That's bull market. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, over at the play. Glad it was a nice turnout. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Tom Selkscoat said, play is 2 days, then done. Yes, sir. It is community theater. Small town. I guess small town by like big town standards. What's crazy is the town that the theater's in is our like local big town. Where I live right now, we have one grocery store. And we go out there, there's like 5. It's only a 20-minute drive from where I live. But where I grew up, which is like 5 minutes down the road, there's 0 grocery stores. There's a Family Dollar, and I think they just got a Dollar General recently, which is exciting for them. But yeah, big town. Population? Should I look it up? Let me look it up. What do you guys think the population is? Make sure you guys can't see the reflection of my glasses. Population of... Oh, wow! That's actually kind of crazy. 9,000, or just over 9,000. Town that I grew up in, 2,000. Crazy. Town that I grew up in, population 2,000. I'm pretty sure it's gone down as well. We checked this recently. Somebody else was trying to argue that they lived somewhere smaller. I think it was Tyler. Alan Howick in Decentraland that guessed 1,025. That's not cap. Town that I grew up in is twice that right now. I'm pretty sure when I lived there, that was closer to the population. I wish I didn't need to eat food. It would make life a lot simpler. Yeah, I kind of feel that sometimes, man. Tom Soxcoat said 6K. Nope. 6K might be closer to where I currently live. It's kind of funny how it like scales up. Giovanni said, damn, I thought I had a small city, right? Isn't that crazy? But fun times though, fun times. My buddy, when literally growing up, like the fun thing to do was skip school and like go do stupid stuff. And then my buddy took it too far eventually and like he set fire to a construction trailer. It was unoccupied. It had been abandoned in a field for like years. But you're not supposed to set stuff on fire. And he asked me to ski. He's like, dude, you gonna come skip with me today? And I was like, no. And he's like, dude, you're being a bitch. And I was like, I don't care. I need to go to school. And then there was like smoke and fire trucks and everything. And we were like, whoa, we were all looking outside. And then we found out like a day or two later, well, that was Chris. He's in juvie now for arson. It's ridiculous. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, if we guess the exact number, do we win money like the Daily Clothes? Would that be kind of fun to do population guess? We should do Wordle and GeoGuessr. Giovanni said, when I was a kid, my town had 10K population. Now it's 60K. Wow, that's huge. See, the place where the play it is, Drummer said in Hawaii, Oahu is packed. Nice. Do you live in Hawaii, Drummer? Is that what you're saying? That's actually sick. The place with the theater and the play and stuff, real estate's really well priced right now. So I think I'm going to end up getting a house there. ADA is surprisingly green right now, up 2.96% on the day. Beautiful bounce off 69.97. Currently sitting at 73.01, which is right above 72.92. Is this a temporary trend line or is that me? Yes, okay, it is. So that was a previous projection. We broke right through that. Rejected at 74.63, came back down, found support at 69.97, currently sitting right above 72.92. So we'll see what happens with that. Volume uptake is beautiful. RSI almost right back into the safe territory. Keep an eye on that for sure. And the momentum wave is starting to shift to the downside. Giovanni said, yes, please, GeoGuessr stream. Dude, that would be so hard. I'm going to do it. Let's just do it today. It's 11:42. Who cares? SNEK is up 3.19% from the local bottom. Which I did probably tell you every single day to buy because I'm a cultist. 77% at one point. Currently, it is up 56%. That's pretty dang spicy. XRP is up 2.68. Let's talk about SNEK really quick. Rejected at 30. Finding support at 27, maybe? Looking pretty good. Isn't it weird how these trend lines actually play out? These have been on here for months. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn said XLM had a late day pump. My boss has a bunch of XLM. That's like the only thing that he has for some reason. Ooh, he's gonna be excited. Good for him. Good for him. It's about dang time. XLM. So I was Litecoin guy, and then I went to XLM, and then I think StormX for a brief moment. That's the CEO, was the guy who told me that if you don't like it, go buy Doge on X. And that was literally like 2 days before Elon first tweeted about Doge, which is hilarious. And then I went back to that tweet, and I was like, that was great advice. Thank you. Trevor said, yes, I'm in Hawaii and live in Hawaii, but I'm in Seattle, Vegas about 3 months a year. Nice. Those all sound like wonderful destinations, actually. Cheers to Hawaii. My sister was in Hawaii for a little while. She said it's amazing. I definitely see. I'm refused to get on a plane, but I might let somebody drug me and put me on a plane and take me to Hawaii. I have considered that. Or I could just take a boat. But boats are kind of terrifying. But I got a better chance of swimming than flying in case the boat goes down versus the plane going down. You know what I mean? The plane goes down, there's like a 99.99999% chance I'm going to die. The boat goes down, it's probably 50-50. Those are pretty good odds. You know what I mean? Okay. XRP up 2.62% on the day, looking good. Beautiful. Drummer said I'll drug you. It has to be. I get to pick the drugs, okay? Gotta be very specific drugs. XRP is currently trading at 280.41.42, actually. Dang, this thing. Dude, I'm kind of stoked for this, actually. I never thought I'd be super excited for an XRP pump. This thing is about to shred. Is this gonna flip Ethereum? Like, legit. Is XRP going to flip Ethereum? Where are we at? Dude, XRP might flip Ethereum. Are we paying attention? Look at that beautiful trend. It's so consistent and clean. What is happening? What is happening right now? That's the ultimate, like, poetic outcome, is if XRP was the ETH killer all along. You know how crazy that would be? No, Tom. You're not going to come in here and do that statistic thing. Chances of you being in a plane crash are less than 1%. I know. That's because I won't get on a plane. The chances of me getting in a plane crash are 0% because I'm not getting on a plane. Chances of me being in a boat sinking incident, probably much higher. Have you seen how often they're falling out of the sky now? It's quite frequent. Maybe I'll strap myself to a drone. I always thought that'd be kind of funny. Just get a bunch of DJIs, like frame them, get like a metal frame or whatever, aluminum frame, put a bunch of them, and then just like put a put a backpack thing on it, and hook yourself up and just. So it sounds so stupid. Can you imagine getting a ticket like that? What is it? The FAA shows up, like bust your door down because they saw a stupid video of you on YouTube being like, "Here we go." Woo! Tyler said, JJ, I effed up. What'd you do, Tyler? What did you do? Okay, XRP. What's going to be super duper crazy, spicy meatball for XRP is if it does break above this trend line around like 310-ish. That's going to be crazy. Tom Selkscoat said it's 1 billion times more likely for you to die in a car crash. That's what everyone always says. Everyone always says that too. But the car is on the road. And I'm in control of it. Does that make sense? I'm a control freak. You know what you can't control? Wind, weather, acts of God, birds. These are all things that can take down a plane. Bad manufacturing, bad maintenance, bad pilot, bad terrorists. That's way too many things. In the car, I'm like, I can't control the other driver, and that's it. That's it. That's one thing. And I drive every day, so. Tyler said, I had that stop loss hit on Ondo, made 520 profit, but then FOMO'd a 20x on Swede chart, looked good, then I lost 245 hitting my stop loss. Dude, Tyler, It's the 20x, man. You know what you got to do? If you really are itching that much, the 20x, I like to do this math. The 20x is 4 times your 5x. So you should use 1/4 of what you were normally going to invest. And then it's like investing the whole thing in a 5x, but it's a 20x, so it'll be faster. Does that make sense? That's what I do specifically. Otherwise, just put like $20 into the 20x. You don't have to do the whole thing. It's too much. Not financial advice, obviously. Tishu said, yo, did a plane fall recently? Probably. They're covering it up, man. Tom Stokes Code said, FYI, I also hate flying, so I'm with you, but I still do it. I refuse. Bad Santa. Dream Tank said, unless you're an airbender, sounds like a skill issue. Avatar: The Last Airbender, by the way. One of the greatest shows of all time. Actually, one of the few things that I have on physical media. The second I had access to the internet, ordered every single book. And I was like, probably 14, 15 years old. And I like scrounged up money to buy the entire series on DVD, which is sick. I have like a bunch of merch and stuff too. Right, you remember upside down and backwards? I don't know, I couldn't tell you. Tishu said, look up how many daily commercial flights go in a day versus commercial plane crashes. No, I don't need that statistic. I don't want it. There's a couple of points to this conversation about the planes. Maintenance is a huge factor. You can talk crap about the brand all day long, but if the maintenance is not done correctly, then I'm not going to get on the plane. And I know it's not done correctly because I didn't do it. I think one of the biggest factors, like legitimately, good buddy of mine that I worked with was in the Air Force, and part of being where he was like a mechanic in the Air Force, part of that is getting to work on Air Force One. And he literally told me Air Force One at the time was the shoddiest maintained airplane, and it blew his mind. It was literally like a joke in the Air Force about, like, they would joke about how poorly maintained and kept Air Force One was. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. That's literally the airplane that our president flies on. If that plane is effed, what do commercial planes look like? It's a lot cheaper for them to just force the insurance to pay for a bunch of dead people than it is for them to pay maintenance, full maintenance on all of these planes that frequently. Tyler said, I gotta go. Just thought I'd drop in like a plane. Dream Tank said, the last airbender for the win. All right, Dream Tanks, I got a question for you. This is an important question. Who do you think would win in a fight? Korra or Aang? I already have my answer. Me and my fiance go back and forth about this all the time. Her answer is the opposite of mine. Giovanni said, in the Navy, it's called a Gundexking. Most people with maintenance don't do it and sign off on it. Exactly, gun decking. Okay. Hermer said, Tyler, LOL. Tyler said, you also don't pay dead people. They are dead. Right. That too. My favorite is a class action lawsuit. Everyone thinks, oh my gosh, I'm going to get $5 from the manufacturers of Vicodin. They're being sued. And then they just sign it, not realizing the class action is actually more beneficial to the company that's being sued, because you signing this thing is basically like you admit, I will never sue you for any wrongdoing in the future. This is my lawsuit against you. Just write it off. Send me a check. 9 times out of 10, you'll never get anything as well. But if you do, it's like $5-10. A class action lawsuit. They settle for like a couple $100 billion, and there's like a couple 100,000 people. You're getting a couple bucks. It's ridiculous. Tyler said, now I gotta go. By the way, you're gay? I am not. Tishu said, watch TV series. So you never get in a plane. Tom Stokes Code said, this is the nerdiest question ever. It's pretty nerdy. HBAR is up 3.27% on the day, looking good. Currently trading at 20, and it's sitting right below 20. 57 versus 20.05. we're probably going to get a pullback. I think we're due for a weekend pullback, although these big green candles that we're seeing on all these alts is a little bit, I don't even know the word, troubling for the bears. We might just keep going up. Dream Tank said, "Ang, really?" That is what my fiance says. I disagree. And I only disagree because Korra, like, mastered everything fast as F. And she fought, instead of just one big bad, who kind of sucked, by the way, she fought 4. So, maybe I'm biased, though. I don't know. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I go with Korra, usually. Aang was very young, but I think that maybe book 3 Aang versus book 4 Korra. Maybe that's, you got to determine where in their career they are. I don't know. Tom's freaking out. Nerd alert. Sorry, guys. It's turning into Avatar: The Last Airbender stream. Swedes up 1.1% on the day, currently trading at 342.45, sitting right below or right above 342.35. Dream Tank said legit. There's good arguments for both sides. I have not seen anything definitive for either way for me to be super flamboyant and tell you that you're flat out wrong. But I will pick a side. 1.2% on SWE. Is it going to find support at 325? See, I guess my only concern is the last big rejection was here. If it does that again, I'm going to be a little bit troubled. I would want it to find support at 325 then, because last time it failed the 325 support. So, we'll have to wait and see. SWE, we're looking for 325 support. It's going to be a big deal. It is actually back into safe territory on the RSI, though, which is great. 4-hour RSI looking good. Ondo is up 1.32%. Following the trajectory beautifully. Currently 89.65, sitting right below 90. 95.35 is the bull market doors for Ondo for me. I guess it's not as black and white as bull market, but it looks good. We are getting our inverse Batman that we got in the past, which looks awesome. Exciting stuff. So, yeah, look at this right here. This bounce, pullback, bounce. That's probably exactly what's going to happen here. We're just going to establish a trajectory, a proper trend line right here. That's what all of these alts are probably about to do, is just establish whatever trend line and just keep cranking up. And it might not be this. It might be this. You know, it could be a little more shallow. Who knows? Who knows? We will have to wait and see. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys joining me this late on a beautiful Friday evening. DCA day. I did dollar cost average, as always. I do have my dry powder, though, that I am deploying randomly. And I'll probably FOMO at the top because for the cause, for the culture. Aerodrome is up 0.25% on the day. Aerodrome was an interesting one because this thing ripped before everything else. It got a beautiful... So the structure is very satisfying. We got a rejection at 76. A little midpoint liquidity pullback bounce. Rejection again. One more liquidity pullback. Broke through 76. Rejected at 86. Got support right around 72. Blasted through 86. Rejected at 96. And then it came back down and started establishing some volume right here. A little lower time frame inverse head and shoulders as well. And then it rejected at 86. More volume. Rejected just below 86, volume, rejected at the midpoint, volume, and then it broke below, rejected, broke below 72, rejected, found support at 66, used that, broke above 72, broke above 76, retesting at the moment. We'll see if it goes all the way down to 76 for that retest, but right now it looks really good. I want to see it hold above 76 for sure. I would love to see it make a run for 86 as well. Cormier Brands of Brooklyn said a lot of people are calling for a Sunday dump. I disagree. Too much bullish news coming out with crypto week Small corrections for sure, but I think the tides have finally turned. I think you might be right. Honestly, I really do. I'm just going to hit the important ones. We got Pinlink is up 3.48%. We got our 3 hits to the downside. Looking good. It's trying for 60. Got a nice wick of sells right here, followed by a nice wick of buys right here. We'll see if we can break above 60 and continue to the upside. Render's up 1.04% on the day. Broke above the upper trend line. Broke below 374. We got a kind of a midpoint bounce right now at 365. See if we break above 374. $4 is what I'm looking for render to start to be extra bullish again. Cody says, "Sup, friends? What's going on, Cody? Happy Friday." Polkadot is up 2.61% on the day, looking good. Currently trading at $4. It's right below 4.019. I would love to see it get above that and hold. It kind of rejected and did a little midpoint liquidity pullback, bounced off 390, and RSI is almost reset back into safe territory. Not completely reset, but it's back into safe territory. Fartcoin rejecting the upper trend line. This is not good, but it's not bad. We got our break to the downside, which was a fake out, which is awesome. That's what we love to see. A rejection right here, followed by maybe either a bounce at 128 or a bounce all the way down here at 122. Either one, I'll be happy. If we bounce, if we break, it's going to be sad. But I think that this is what we need to maybe successfully break that upper trend line. It could even be a little swoop like that versus just a definitive V shape. But we'll keep an eye on it. RSI is back into safe territory as well. Crossed bearish over the moving average, and the momentum wave on Market Cipher is starting to settle down as well. CAS is up 1.35% on the day. Little pullback here. What do we got? A 5.28% negative candle from the local top of 9 cents. Currently sitting at 8.6. I would like for that to bend the bounce. RSI is nice and chill. Let's see if we can get higher here. Otherwise, 82.76 should be decent support. And we did actually break above that with little to no issue. Little baby rejection right here, but it busted right through it when the time finally came. Avalanche is up 0.82% on the day, currently trading at 20.85, just above 20.78. The fact that I went below and then came right back above and closed above on the 4-hour time frame is exciting. We'll see if 2208 is in the cards next. Avalanche looks great. Chainlink is up 0.59% on the day, currently trading at 1537. It kind of looks like it's about to range in between 1524 and 1583. So we'll see if we hold this, maybe break above. That'd be sick. And then continue to the upside. It's all just a waiting game, wait and see. RSI back in the safe zone, cross bearish over the moving average, and momentum wave starting to settle down as well. Doge is up 1.47% on the day. What do we got? A 5% negative candle right there. Bearish engulfing as well. But there's some buy pressure with these wicks, which is kind of maybe negates the bearish engulfing. RSI struggling in between safe zone and overbought. Volume's actually been pretty consistent recently. If we lose 20, then maybe look for midpoint 19.2. But the fact that we're above 20 is exciting. Looking for 21.6 next. Polygonmatic pull up 1.7% on the day. Currently trading at 23.31. We've got a rejection at 23.86 and a bounce, support bounce at 22.92. Let's see if we can break above 23.86 next. NEAR is up 0.84% on the day. Currently trading at 252. Sitting above 251, which is awesome. Similar situation here. We got a little midpoint rejection at 260. Break below, lots of buy pressure, got right back above 251, looking good. RSI is in the safe zone, bearish cross over the moving average, and momentum wave starting to settle down. Chili's up 1.03% on the day. It did try for the purple trend line, it failed, but again, same as everything else, we got kind of a tweezer bottom actually. Looks like it got scooped up relatively decent, not really that big of a pullback actually. Support at 4. Looking good. We'll see if we can get back above 40.37 and then try for that purple trend line again. Silver, 38.38 today. Silver, breaking necks, cashing checks, kind of killing it right now, unexpectedly. Very nice. MicroStrategy, also getting hyper bullish on the day. Looking good. Exactly what we expected, obviously. DXY, doing its hockey stick thing. This one's a little bit longer, actually. We'll see if this thing starts to reject or not. NASDAQ closed I guess, mediocre. S&P closed a little bit sideways. Looking good. Bitcoin dominance, 64.46. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Friday. Happy DCA day. Let's see where the altcoins take us, man. I'm ready for these things to just blast off. I think they might be ready, too. We'll see what occurs, though. No matter what, it's going to be an exciting time. Volatility has returned, and I am here for it. We got some news articles to go through, guys. This was cracking me up last night. Me trying to sleep while Bitcoin is at all-time highs. It's literally me last night. I got trash for sleep, for real. We got just in, President Trump officially announces 50% tariff on copper. 76% chance Bitcoin hits 115K in July, according to crypto prediction platform Polymarket. I'm pretty sure that's happened already. So good for them. Whoever predicted that made quite a bit of money, I'm sure. Michael Saylor says, the halls of eternity echo with the cries of those who sold their Bitcoin. What a badass quote. Tesla now $756 million in unrealized profit on their Bitcoin holdings. S&P 500 closes at all-time high of 6,280. Bitcoin is up 91.5% since JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon called it, or claimed it was a fraud and a Ponzi scheme. What a weird idiot. CZ says Bitcoin's still in a dip. If you missed the previous dips, there will be dips in the future too, and we are still in one now. This dude, I would listen to. He literally built an empire, and anytime he speaks, the words that he speaks become truth, which is kind of crazy. U.S. Director of Digital Assets says, huge week ahead. Time to make America the crypto capital of the world. Let's friggin' go. You know what I'm looking for, guys? I'm looking for no capital gains tax on crypto. I think that would be awesome. Next, we got, apparently, Federal Reserve Chair Powell reportedly considers resigning. According to the Federal Housing Finance Agency, reports that Jerome Powell, I'm encouraged by reports that Jerome Powell is considering resigning. I think this will be the right direction for America, and the economy will boom. That's crazy. We'll see what happens, though. Marty Party posted the update for the Bitcoin Wyckoff accumulation, according to M2 Money Supply. We are recoupling, which is incredibly exciting. And last but not least, we got our guy Colin Talks Crypto with the Global M2 Money Supply. I'm just going to make this bigger. We are right there with M2. This is 84-day offset. It looks great, man. I'm excited. I think, what did this guy say? Part of me thinks most will be in disbelief on the sidelines. Pretty sure that's exactly what's happening right now. And we literally haven't even gotten started yet. So, people are about to be mad, man. People are going to be so mad. Which is unfortunate for them. You know, I don't want people to be mad, but you can't be a pissy little weenie one day and then just be upset because you missed the bag the next day. Like, pick a lane. Next, we got our portfolio updates. Our Memecoin portfolio apparently is doing really good. Officially in profit. Let's go to our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. Currently still down $76. Wow. Portfolio is being held up by Proppy, Render, Soulfetch, and ADA. ADA back in the top 5. Very nice. Being dragged down by Ondo, Shib, Doge, Nair, and Aptos. Interesting. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is $21 in profit. Very nice. SNEK slowly but surely recovering. Almost. We are, what are we? $70, $60, $63 away from break even on our SNEK buy for the portfolio. So that's exciting. WIF is $95 in profit, and Pepe is $62 in profit. That's crazy. Tom Selks Goat said, if you FOMO the top here, what you buying? Not sure if Powell resigning would be a good thing. Might spook the market, at least for stocks. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens for sure. I am going to be adding to my Cardano native bags with Strike specifically, and probably Bodega. And I think I'm going to, I don't know, I think I'm going to add to my blue chip bags. like Solana, SWE, and Ondo. I think. I'm thinking about it. I haven't fully decided with my dry powder deployment yet. But I'm definitely planning on FOMOing some tops tomorrow for sure. Next, we got our narrative portfolio. My favorite, the best performer so far, still has not gone negative. Currently in profit, $139.19. Looking good. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one real world asset coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and one gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. We officially only have one project in the negative, and that is VeChain is down $12. Mana is now in profit $11.42. Fetch is in profit $22.61. Tau is in profit $37.73, and Pepe is in profit a whopping $78.47. Absolutely shredding. This portfolio is amazing. And then the latest one, which we just created, I think yesterday, we FOMO'd the top and bought SWE, I think it was. Is that what we decided on? Yes, we put $100 into SWE, and it is $11.31 in profit. Hell yeah. So I'm not going to do it today because I'm tired, and we got 18 people watching, but I'm not, we're going to do it on a regular day, regular timing. We are going to add something tomorrow to this portfolio, and you guys are going to vote. We're going to pick out of a chunk of coins, and you guys are going to pick which one you want to add. Tishu said, although it has not happened yet, but rate cuts are coming. Hope it's not a big one like Trump wants, or it's going to dump. I don't know. I'm impartial to rate cuts specifically because I want rates to go down so that I can buy a house, but I don't want the markets to be negatively affected. Airmaker Wave, what's going on, Airmaker? What's going on, Tishu? You guys having a good weekend? We got 20 people watching. You guys smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Bitcoin is just shredding, nonstop. Shredathon. What a beautiful, beautiful chart. Question is this going to be some kind of a flag scenario? And are we breaking out right now? Wouldn't that be cool? This is so crazy. We were literally sideways May, June, July, August. That's 1/3 of the year. Or that's 25% of the year. No, that's 1/3. That's 1/3. I was right. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of quarters, which are 3 months. Okay. That's what happens when I second guess myself, man. That JJ math is rotting my brain. Is this a giant flag? I kind of see giant flag, man. I can't help it. I'm overly bullish. Something's happening. Okay. I will say, and this is going to be a weird one, the fact that we are so green right now in the summer, it's kind of blowing my mind. If we look at the seasonals from 2021 till now, summertime, I guess 2024, we started to pick up a little bit, right? Same time? Yeah. 2021, it was still July. Okay. So, I guess it's not too bad. We're kind of following along between last year and last bull market. Total 3, though. Well, no, this actually picked up 2021 as well in July. Wow. Are we experiencing a 2021 bull market? That's kind of crazy. Interesting. I don't know. All I know is I'm incredibly excited, super stoked. And my body's ready. My body is 1000% ready. My body has never been as ready as it is right now. I could be more ready, but I'm about 90% ready right now. That 10% I think will never go away. It's always going to be filled with my weekly paycheck, my dry powder, and the fact that I haven't financed my van to buy more cryptocurrency. The thought's always going to be there. That irresponsible, looming, oh, I should gamble with my rent money. Don't do that. That's a joke, obviously. Don't actually do that. But I'm always going to think about it. Just like I always think about smoking. I've been smoke-free for over 2 years. But I think about it all the time. And in my brain, I'm like, wow, this would be really nice. But I know if I did it, it would be awful. So it's kind of the same concept with gambling with the rent money. Total 1.29 trillion. Making its way towards 1.32. 1.32 might be some semblance of resistance. It kind of depends, though. It was a really good support back here from November 24 to February of 25. Nice support. So if we break above it right away, sweet. If not, we'll see where we go. Current local high is 1.64 trillion. Current all-time high, apparently 1.71 trillion for the entire crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin. The question is my fractal relevant? No. That is the answer is no. The answer is no, it is not. We'll see. I guess my breakout moon was front ran a little bit by about 20 days. So, of course, that's subjective as to whether or not this even is a breakout moon. We are currently overbought on the 4-hour time frame for total 2, and let's just check total crypto market cap as well while we're at it. 3.64 trillion, sitting above 3.59, looking good. Honestly, we got that breakout. We didn't retest, man. We just blasted. Just blasted. There's no... Who knows, man? We just blasted. Why not? The if this was a flag, 3-month bleed August breakout, dang. I was wrong. Target 4.13 it's looking like. Long-term target, if this is even relevant. Total market cap April, May 2026. Ooh, 5 trillion. Dude, that'd be crazy. Isn't there people calling for like 10 and stuff? Wouldn't 10 be nuts? Just twice. Imagine I sell and then everyone goes on for like 2-3 more years just making non-stop money. And I'm sitting over here like, oh, guys, you guys should take profit and pay yourselves. Dang, I would hate to be that guy, dude. I don't know if I'll ever sell everything. There was this research firm that I was following, and they like put out this thing. They're like, we just sold 100% of everything. And I was like, ooh, I don't want to follow you anymore. I don't know. My brain cannot comprehend the concept of selling literally everything. Why? What is the point of that? Like, if you really want to take profits, leave 10% on the table. At least. I cannot fathom having zero exposure to the market at any time. Unless I'm like on my deathbed. Then maybe I'll have my kids start to like sell some of my portfolio, you know? But it's goofy to me to have zero exposure, especially in this current market, the setup that we have for cryptocurrency and stocks and everything. You know how bad I fumbled stocks? I fumbled every single stock. I had an entire energy sector portfolio like a year and a half ago. And I sold it all because it wasn't performing. Guess how far everything is up just within the last like 7 months. I think the lowest one was up like 200 or 300%. I don't know how I consistently fumble the stock market over and over again, but I'm gonna finally like fully plant my feet and commit to a portfolio, and it's probably gonna mark the top of the stock market. So I apologize. I'm gonna apologize in advance. Cecil Freak said, "Get some." Exactly. Tishu said, "Thinking back to when Bitcoin has pumped like this to all-time high, is it time to take profits aggressively, specifically on Bitcoin?" I don't think so. Not at least not in recent history. In the past year, Bitcoin hits new all-time highs, and it just keeps going. Like, we got this beautiful rise and then a little chop to the downside. This was a new all-time high. Little downside chop. Huge spike, new all-time high. Little downside. Another spike, new all-time high. Little downside. Another spike, new all-time high. So the pattern is shrinking. And I don't know, is it in a rising channel? Maybe? Who knows? There might not be a broader pattern at play, but you can see that the pattern is shrinking over time. So maybe, maybe not. I don't know, man. I have no clue. We're going to have to wait and see what next week holds for us specifically. Bitcoin dominance is falling while Bitcoin's pumping. That's a huge sign for Altseason. Yeah, that's kind of all I got, honestly. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. But anyways, guys, I'm super duper tired, so I'm probably gonna call it. Tishu said I get it. It's hard to know. It really is hard to know, genuinely, especially in this current bull market. This like we're breaking all time highs like every other day. It's kind of crazy. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna get some sleep, get some rest. Tomorrow we'll probably be back to our regularly scheduled program and get some daily close contest in the stream. You know, so if you guys are new and you haven't experienced that, I recommend joining the stream tomorrow before 8 p.m. before 7:50 p.m. EST, because that's when we start taking guesses, and then 7:55 is the hard cutoff. Just be there. I'll explain the rules at the time. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys for joining. If Bitcoin starts to do anything absolutely insane, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Friday. Happy DCA Day. Happy Bitcoin Historic Highs Day. Happy potential Altseason Day, maybe? Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.